Welcome to the new episode of The Insiders. Join us as we explore and dive into the depths of tourism law. Good day, everyone. So let us discuss the definition of political law, Philippine Constitution, and the national territory. Political law is that branch of public law which deals with the organization and operations of the governmental organs of the state and defines the relations of the state with the inhabitants of its territory. The present Constitution of the Philippines, approved by the 1986 Constitutional Commission on October 12, 1986, the 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines was presented to the President Corazon C. Aquino on October 15, 1986. It was ratified on February 2, 1987 by a plebiscite. It was proclaimed enforced in February 11, 1987. Before I proceed, as an introduction to Article 1, the National Territory, allow me to recite the Philippine Preamble. We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law and the regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace, do ordain and promulgate this Constitution. The 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, Article 1, National Territory. The national territory comprises the Philippine archipelago, with all the islands and waters embraced therein, and all the other territories over which the Philippines have sovereignty and jurisdiction, consisting of its fluvial and aerial domains, including the territorial sea, the seabed, the subsoil, the insular shelves, and other submarine areas. The waters around, between, and connecting the islands of the archipelago, regardless of their breadth and dimension, form apart the internal waters of the Philippines.
The Philippines is a republic with a presidential form of government wherein power is equally divided among its three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. One basic corollary in a presidential system of government is the principle of separation of powers, wherein legislation belongs to Congress, execution to the executive, and settlement of legal controversies to the judiciary. The legislative branch is authorized to make laws, alter, and repeal them through the power vested in the Philippine Congress. This institution is divided into the Senate and House of Representatives. The executive branch is composed of President and Vice President who are elected by direct popular vote and serve a term of 6 years. The Constitution grants the President authority to appoint his cabinet. These departments form a large portion of the country's bureaucracy. The judicial branch holds the power to settle controversies involving rights that are legally demandable and enforceable. This branch determines whether or not there has been a grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction on the part and instrumentality of the government. It is made up of a Supreme Court and lower courts. The Constitution expressly grants the Supreme Court the power of judicial review as the power to declare a treaty, international or executive agreement, law, presidential decree, proclamation, order, instruction, ordinance, or regulation unconstitutional. These are some examples of major departments or offices that are tourism-related. The Department of Tourism. It is the executive department of the Philippine government responsible for the regulation of the Philippine tourism industry and the promotion of the Philippines as a tourist destination. The Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, or the DENR. They are responsible for the formulation and implementation of policies, guidelines, and rules related to environmental management, as well as the management and conservation of the country's natural resources. The Department of the Interior and Local Government, or DILG. It is the executive department responsible for promoting peace and order, ensuring public safety, and strengthening the capability of local government units to effectively deliver basic services to the citizenry. Other administrative offices that may be related to tourism. The National Parks Development Committee, or the NPDC, is an agency of the Department of Tourism of the Philippines that is mandated to develop, preserve, and manage Rizal and Paco parks in Manila and other parks that may be assigned to it. The Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority, or TIEZA, formerly the Philippine Tourism Authority, or the Pangasiwaang Pilipino sa Turismo, is also an agency under the Department of Tourism responsible for implementing policies and programs of the department pertaining to the development, promotion, and supervision of tourism projects in the Philippines. The Intramuros Administration, or the IA, is also an agency under DOT that is mandated to orderly restore, administer, and develop the historic walled area of Intramuros that is situated within the modern city of Manila, as well as to ensure that the 16th to 19th century Philippine Spanish architecture remains the general architectural style of the walled area. I am Cristina Michaela A. Cabus.
I am Justine Joy de Leon.
Choose tourism, choose you in Manila.